You gonna like the photo?
I ain't liking that nothing. I'm right past that.
There you go.
This
The
my real
finger.
homeboy. Yeah, that's his
The
girl.
finger,
Oh,
EJ, the finger.
What could be some of the reasons why men don't
Oh,
want women to post, certain pictures like that? I'm not saying Coach Dwyer don't want, but him and Antoine kind of sort of may somewhat fall into this category. So I'd be kind of interested to know, and I'll speak on it too. Um, I know a lot of times in certain men spaces like this, or even when you hear women talk, one of the reasons they say is that it's because men are insecure, and that's why they don't want their they say, well, that's why he don't want me posting certain things because he insecure or he
no.
unhappy or he been hurt and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I don't think that that's the reason. I do think that in some cases that is a reason, but I don't think that that's all the reason. But what do y'all think could be some of the reasons why men have an issue with their women posting certain risque pictures on social media?
I can go ahead and answer this one right away. Um, I think the question you asked was around like a jealousy factor, and you kind of like already hit on it. It's a very small, minute percentage. So I appreciate you saying that. But the real reason that I think this is my personal reason is men just don't want to get in a situation where random people are asking the wrong questions in an unhealthy way about your relationship. Like if you used to be a hoe, I don't want to hear about it from 1,000 other people. You see what I'm saying? If you done had a promiscuous life where you've made some decisions or choices that put me in an unhealthy, situation, I just don't want to hear about it from somebody else first. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of the real reason why people do that. Um, like I think that on the other side of it, a lot of people post pictures just to try to get unhealthy conflicts to come to them so they can justify why they with somebody or as if they've accomplished something by getting a certain person, and it becomes a what I'm saying I guess a competition just for clout at some point, if there's any way to try to justify that. But bottom line is men just don't want to have a situation where somebody coming at them unnecessarily about who you chosen to be with romantically or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I would say he's right about the jealousy factor. Like, I think that men have a certain, because we're protective, we're territorial, right? So we wouldn't want us, I wouldn't want, to share my girl like that with other men. I wouldn't want, and I would like Vic, like Vic said, like Vic, yeah, but it's innate, right? I mean, it's in animals, it's in male animals, it's in humans. It's a normal thing for men to be that little, somebody may show you the wrong picture and make a comment about it. So, and that's a trigger point for some, right? So at the same time, I don't think that you want to be put in that position. And another reason, like he says, why is she taking it like that? Like, what's the purpose when you have a man, after you have a man, right? In the beginning, if you're a model, okay, I get it. But then if you're not a model and you're doing it, and then after you get what you want in a man, and now he has a reputation that he's bringing to the table. He has a certain look out there, right? And he doesn't want his girl doing that. So you'd have to have that discussion. But there is this jealousy factor, and there is that I don't want everybody seeing what I come home to in that perspective, in that way. So I think that's the very, fine line, like Vic says right there. And with all this, sexualization going on and this and that and feminism and all this and that, you're putting why would you do it? Like, I would have to really know why she's doing it. Because I know if my girl did that and one of my homies came up to me and like, dude, seriously? I'd be like, yeah, I'll.
What if your homeboy posted a picture of his girlfriend?
I ain't commenting on nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
Are you gonna like the photo?
I don't cross that line with any of my friends. If your wife is 2 tons of fun, I ain't saying shit.
I ain't talking about 2 tons of fun.
If she wants to eat a burger front of
That's
me,
gonna be your next woman. Watch.
if she wants to eat a burger in front of me, I ain't saying nothing
No,
about
I'm not talking about
Then
that.
she gonna
No.
wear a 2-piece and take
I
pictures like I
ain't
eat the curve.
saying nothing. You
Hold up,
picked
Vic.
her.
Hold up,
You
Vic.
picked her. You picked her. I am happy for you.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying this. You got a homeboy, right?
Right.
She nice looking, right? And she got a body, and she posting risque pics, right? What you consider risque pics.
Right.
Do you say something to your friend? Do you like the photo? What do you do
Well, first thing I say is
if
I
you
wouldn't
see
let,
it?
if I see it and it's risky, I'd say, bro, I wouldn't let my girl pose like that. But you know, to each his own. That's all I would say.
I wouldn't say anything. That's
Yeah, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't say anything. I would say, oh, okay.
You gonna like the photo?
I ain't liking it or nothing. I'm right past that.
There you go.
This
The
my real
finger.
homeboy. Yeah, that's his
The
girl.
finger,
Oh,
EJ, the finger.
roll up.
Hey.
I mean, if it's not true homeboy, I ain't looking at this girl like that.
Exactly.
being real.
I don't entertain friends, girls like that. Not interested.
Hey man, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just like that's not me.
It ain't got nothing to do with me, man. That ain't my chick. She
That's
posts
his
whatever
choice.
she want to post.
Yep.
And look, that's his business. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if he asked, that's a different story.
And I'm not studying no man. None of my partners women, no way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a damn what she posts. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
But like if he asks, like if he says, Antoine, what do you think of this? Like what do you think I should say
I'm gonna
about
tell
it?
him,
I
don't
would
ask me.
How do you feel about it?
don't ask
tell
me.
them don't
Like, I
ask
ain't got
me, yep.
friends who gonna ask me about no shit like that.
No,
you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? What kind of dude gonna ask his other homeboys about what he think about his girl?
I've had friends say, what do you think of my wife in that dress? Do you think I mean, I would say, dude, not for anything. I mean, I get it, above the knees, halfway to the clit. Whoa, no. I'm seeing
No.
fancy. That's not me. My wife ain't leaving the house like that. Now, that is a risque dress. I mean, he asked me. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't let no.
I'll just tell him straight up, don't ask me. That's your business, bro.
Right.
You don't need to ask me.
No.
You gotta lay down with that.
Especially if we're going someplace together.
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not a fashion consultant.
No, I'm not a fashion consultant. But if you ask me,
I'm not an image consultant or none of that. I tell them to book a session if they really want to know my opinion about it. They can pay for it.
There you go. Book a session.
No, I would say if you ask me, I'm going to be honest, and I'll say I wouldn't let my girl do it, you know. And I've already said that I've been to places where my friend's girl showed up, and I'm like, dude, really, the whole dress, like, really? He's like, you're too much, eh? I'm like, come on, man. Look where you're at. What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. I'm really curious to either meet your friends or never meet none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because like
you're as good as the company you keep.
Hey, I hear that, but it don't all the time. That doesn't mean what you think it means. Sometimes
it doesn't mean. Oh no, it doesn't mean. Doesn't mean what you think it means.
That's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like that means something for you completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Means
but
a lot
of times, like depending on what you say and who you say it around, you could be like Chris Rock.
No, it's my friends. If they ask me,
like for real, because
if my friend says,
no, what I'm saying is that no, I understand what you're saying about your friends. I'm just saying, like in certain situations, like if you took another version of everybody that's on this panel, you couldn't go tell somebody else, "Hey man, your girl got a whole dress on." You see what I'm saying? And to think that that's gonna go over very well.
Why are you asking me for that? Exactly. But if I tell my friend, like, listen, if it's not offensive if he says, listen, I'm going to this party. Can you make sure you wear a suit? It's not. Make sure you put a jacket on. Make sure your girl's dress is a little bit. It's not that kind of place. What's wrong with that? And if she shows up in an unapproval dress, and I say to him, I said, didn't we just talk about this, bro? Like I literally told you.
That right there. And when you have that one face, that's your invitation to mind your business.
No,
that's what me and EJ was talking about.
Wait a minute. We had the discussion, and I asked you to respect my wishes, and I said to you, listen, this is how we conduct ourselves. Just that's what I'd like you to. The dress code is. Now, if you show up against the dress code, I'm gonna look at you and go, dude, really? Like, no, we ain't going in the same car. You better tickets revoked. Go home and change, come back. I'll leave the tickets at the door. Sorry. And I'll tell her straight, no whole dress is allowed. What's wrong with that? What the hell, man? I mean, I don't know about you, I have standards. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Between the thigh and the ass, that's too short. What do you want me to tell you?
This is exactly why we said definitions are important. So I would love to see, examples of what Antoine says is inappropriate. You see
Have
what
a
I'm
girl,
saying?
have a girl
Like,
show up.
there's
Have
nothing wrong. Like I want this to be stated. There's nothing wrong with what Antoine is saying. I just like to see it, you know, because like
The line.
everybody's version of what's appropriate it changes. It varies. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all hear me interject and you know what I'm saying, create an alternative scenario that's realistic, I'm not trying to challenge nobody's opinion about it. It's a matter of like what's the context. You see what I'm saying?